All right, you guys. Now, I gotta be honest, I just got done watching Attack on Titan episode 6, and I knew this episode would make or break it for me because we already got catfished, right? I mean, in the trailers, they didn't show this much CGI, but all of a sudden, we're watching nonstop CGI work throughout the whole entire episode. But all I gotta say is this much to the manga creators, y'all did a wonderful job with this story because the story is carrying the F out of this season. It's amazing to watch. Now, as for the episode as a whole, I think it was a really good episode. I mean, was it one of the best episodes I've ever seen from Attack on Titan? No. All I could honestly think about at certain points was, wow, I wish the higher ups would have gave the studios the time that they need to create the final season because it would have been a masterpiece. I mean, oh my goodness. If you don't know the backstory, basically Wit Studio wanted to do the final season, but higher ups were rushing them. So it was either implement a whole bunch of CGI or pass it on to another studio. They passed on it, and a whole bunch of other studios said, you need to go back to Wit Studio and give them the time that they need. They ignored that idea and instead went to the one studio that was willing to take the project for the bag, and that was MAPPA. Now, of course, I don't know why fans are twisting that story to make it seem like MAPPA was the heroes and everything. They actually weren't the heroes. They were just chasing a bag, okay? But whatever way you want to spin it. And I'm not saying they deserve any hate whatsoever. At the end of the day, I would have done the same exact thing if I owned a studio. You're offering me a whole bunch of money? Guess what? I'm going to do the project, all right? And if you want it to be a rush deadline, then I'm going to be forced to use a whole bunch of CGI work. It's reasonable, but the money came first, not the fans. Overall, I think you're going to have mixed reviews in regards to this episode. I mean, you're going to have the anime-only fans who are really keen on the animation portion and they do not like CGI. And it doesn't make sense to say, oh, what about it being good CGI? It doesn't matter if it's good CGI or bad CGI. If someone doesn't eat pizza, it doesn't matter if it's good pizza or bad pizza. It's still pizza. They don't eat that, all right? If someone likes women but don't like men, it doesn't matter that the man's attractive or the man's unattractive. They don't date men. Now, as for the manga fans, I think they're more so just concerned with it depicting everything from the manga, right? Because I remember they were complaining about episode 3 because there were certain things missed out from the manga. So that's what they're more so focused on. They don't care if the Warhammer Titan looks like 3 marshmallows put together, okay? Now, there's actually a third set of fans that I started to notice on social media that has more so gotten used to the CGI, or they're tired of complaining about it, and they're just trying to look at the bright side of things in regards to these episodes that are implementing a lot of CGI use, which is completely understandable. And they do understand what fans are complaining about because they see the visual impact that it's having on their viewing experience. All right. Now, as a whole, for me, considering the situation at hand, I thought it was a really good episode. I mean, if you would have implemented this much CGI to other animes, I probably would have stopped midway through. But man, that story is just way too good. Attack on Titan and even Kingdom. I remember I had to kind of deal with that in regards to Kingdom as well, and it was just worth dealing with, you know what I mean? And I think that's the situation that everyone's in with Attack on Titan, which is also why the higher ups didn't care about rushing every studio in regards to the project or the fact that there would be a lot of CGI implemented, because they knew that the fans would just deal with it either way because we all love Attack on Titan so much.